What's up, guys? I wanted to hop on here and do a trade recap of the day. Sorry I've been MIA a little bit. I went on vacation to the Dominican Republic for the last week. Didn't trade, just relaxed. Just took some time off. It was really nice and much needed, but we're back at the charts today. Um, so let's go over ES trade today. So I did mark out this previous is a 3 hour zone. I had a 3 hour zone here and a 1 hour kind of in the same area, just marked with a line. But basically, this area was my demand zone, and then I had an 8 hour zone from way back. This was my 8 hour zone here on May 4th at 42.85. I also marked a key resistance at 4,300 here where we triple topped. So that's what I was kind of working with going in. The previous day was an extremely strong day, just literally straight up. And then we sold off a little bit overnight into the key level of 42.50, which was previous resistance. So we're looking for that to act as support. Right before the market opened, we did sell off. We broke 42.50 slightly, and then it got bought up immediately. So right off the bat, you're thinking, okay, there's probably some trap traders here. This was a really strong move down, and then it rejected right away. So if you're looking on the 30-minute chart, this is almost like a tweezer bottom, or the opposite of like a dark cloud cover, basically where the next candle pushes really deep into the body of the previous candle, and that is a reversal sign. So right off the bat, you're looking long. First candle opens up. It gets above this previous resistance here. So it wouldn't have been a bad idea to go long there. There was definitely some strength in the market. So, but if you need a little more context, I could totally understand that. I was not expecting this huge, massive candle here. I don't think a lot of other people were either, but we did reject the previous high of day right here at 42.8275. And one thing to note is that this candle is massive, and the volume, if you look at it, it's the exact same as the open. So that's really rare that those candles are the exact same size. And what that tells me is that this is really extended, and this is probably not going to run much more before we get a pullback, because we literally just shot up from 42.50 to 42.82 in like an hour. And most of that move was, this last 20 points or so in 15 minutes. So I would not be looking to go short here personally because we did not hit a zone. We just missed my 8 hour zone I had drawn up here. So at this point, I see strength in the market. We had a really strong day previously, came back, tested previous resistance. It acted as support. And so I'm thinking if this pulls back, we're going to try and get long into a run up to retest the high of day or possibly go into this zone above. So next candle we get, pretty big red candle on lower volume. So I consider this a low volume pullback. Next candle is hammer on lower volume. So here I'm thinking, all right, maybe we're getting to the bottom of the trading range we're in. We do have kind of an area here of previous resistance that I would look for to act as support, since we don't have a zone technically here. But I would not take a trade yet. We don't really see strength in buyers, volume's low, nothing really happening here. Same with this candle. Notice the wick is larger than the body, so buyers are not strong, but sellers aren't really strong either because it did close green, it did close halfway up. This to me is just kind of like a choppy area here. Again, you get a drop now. I wouldn't be looking to short this either because it did not break the previous low of this range that we have here, and the volume is really low. So to me, this is still a flag. And you can probably see it better on the lower time frames, but even if you just watch the 15-minute, you can tell that this is forming a bull flag. You don't even need to go down to the 5, but let's check it out. 5-minute, perfect bull flag. You do kind of see like a little demand zone right here, so that may have helped a little bit to look to go long, but definitely not needed. So we're on the 15-minute. We're forming a really nice bull flag here, or bull pennant, I should say. Now we're just looking for breakout and volume to come in. So we get the next candle. We did break the lows, but notice we got bought back up into the range and volume is high. So what a lot of people don't know is that an inverse hammer, which is this candle right here, at the lows of a trend on higher volume is a reversal sign. It is not a short, it is a long. So pretty much any wick up or down at the peak of a trend or the valley bottom of a trend on high volume is a reversal. So the nice thing about an inverse hammer is it offers really great risk to reward. So we're not going short. We want to go long. So we would long the close, and normally my stops on average like 10 points or so. That's way too big here. I would be targeting the high of day at a minimum. And since this candle closed at the lows, it's an inverse hammer. You just want to put your stop a point or two under that low, because if it breaks that low, then the trade is invalid. So I would be risking right here. You're risking about 3.25 points for a possible 17. So this is a 5-to-1 trade. So this is a massive risk to reward here. And then you see what happens. Next candle, volume is lower than this reversal, but that's all right. Look at the body of it. So this is a very strong candle. So even though volume isn't as strong, the candle is strong. And one thing I've noticed too is that when breakouts are looking to happen, usually the low volume pushes to the area that it's going to break out, and then the volume comes in. So this is your sign to go long. This is the next candle showing, okay, buyers are in control here because they did break the previous candle high and they closed above it. So that's another sign of strength. And the candle is full body with almost no wicks. So you see the next candle come in, boom. This is where the high volume kicks in because we're breaking out. There are people that were trapped short that are covering here, fuels a move higher. We hit the high of day. I would scale a little bit there, even though we do have supply above and a key level at 4,300. So next target maybe would be 4,300. But I would definitely scale a little bit, at least some of your trade at the high of day on a high volume spike. Next candle comes in, even higher volume, but notice that the candle is a little bit smaller, so sellers are stepping in a little bit, or there might be people taking profits. I would scale a little bit more there because you want to sell into strength. You know, you're not looking for this to come all the way back down. You want to sell when we're really extended up. So I would sell there and then maybe hold a runner up to 4,300 if you could. So we'll see the next candle come in. Notice these are making higher lows and higher highs the entire time, so the trend is extremely strong. Hasn't been a pullback yet. Still rising, but we're rising on lower volume. But literally every candle, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high, all the way up. Very strong trend. Volume is pretty flat all the way across, but we're still going up. And you could have hit your profit target right there where we rejected a little bit. Notice that the rejection is on the exact same volume of these last 4 candles. And this is still a higher high, higher high, higher low. So but that would have been the trade of the day for sure. Great trade, great signal, um, pretty clean. The only thing that was missing on it was a possible zone. So usually the zones offer the higher quality trades, but this one you definitely could have taken, knowing that this 4250 level held. So I would not be looking to short anything under this. You know, anything under this 4250 level, since this was previous resistance, if it came back down, I would be looking for this zone to get tested. So you could either short under here down into the zone, or even wait for this zone to get hit to look for a bounce. But it didn't happen that way. We just kind of ran all day. So that's kind of what I saw on the day. Hope you guys took it. I know there were a few people that did, so good job on that. And yeah, let's kill another good week. Thanks, guys.